I'm delighted to stand in front of so many familiar faces to share and celebrate this very important evening in our lives. We are immensely privileged and fortunate to have your friendship and are honored by your presence today. Most of you we have known for almost 15 years now and are as close to us family. Balu, words cannot express the joy you have brought me in the past 25 years. It was 1987 when I was told that a Rajakumaran would come from the US to marry me. Days turned into weeks as we waited for you to finally arrive in India. I was not given many details. All I knew was that you lived somewhere close to New York and there were green card issues. Appa spent his days pullumbing that Suresh had not come. Thinking back, it seems so silly. I was only 20 years old at that time and couldn't understand why Appa was so stressed that I was not married yet. One day, however, the much awaited phone call came. After that, everything happened so quickly. Appa and I flew to Bombay to see you. We got married a month later and you immediately left back to the US. It took an agonizing 4 months for me to join you in Philadelphia, and every day I would wait for the postman to come deliver your handwritten letters. Years have rolled by right in front of our eyes. I fell in love with you, your handwriting, the way you eat food, your ability to multitask, and even though we all make fun of it, the way you organize things and keep records. The list goes on and on. I'm still madly in love with you. I cannot be without you for even a minute, and AT&T knows more about this more than anyone else. When you are in India, my first phone call in the morning will be to you at 4:30, even though I know the answer will be, I can't talk right now, I'm busy with Encore, which is a standard answer. This does not ever stop me from proceeding to call you 50 times a day over the course of the day. Every big or small thing has to be shared, whether it is about how I made rasam for lunch or about how I scraped your car while driving it. A few months back, I was watching actress Sridevi on a game show. At one point, the host asked her to talk about her husband and she replied, he is Mata, Pita, Guru and Devam. And I cannot agree more. I did not have my mother for most of my life and you were there guiding me through the births of both of her children. You are the first father who the doctor had ever threatened to throw out of the delivery room because you were crying more than me. You were crying instead of me. I've learned so much from you and I am who I am because of you. We have shared so many joyous times, traveling from country to country, and have drawn strength from each other through a fair share of difficult times. We had plenty of silly and serious fights, and Achi and Nanu can both attest to this. I promise myself I will not cry, but I am going to. More than anything else, you are the best son and son-in-law any parent could ever dream of having. You really were the Swami Malai Swaminathan that my dad claimed you to be. You have been his son. Whenever he needed anything, he could call you, whether it be as small as buying him a bomai or as big as building him a new home. You saved his life not just once, but 4 times, and for that I'll be eternally grateful. I hope you have had an awesome evening, Balu. You are for sure my prince, my Rajakumara. Once again, thanks for the fabulous 25.
Lastly, we'll have the vote of thanks by my father.
This whole, I just will keep this short and so that we can get to dinner. But after dinner, there's a lot of dancing, and the perfectionist that Rupa is, she said, that whole first segment on Divangi song was wrong. That was not what I had planned, so we're going to redo the whole entire thing right after dinner. And this time, Abhishek, you're going to get it right. I want to thank, this speech was originally written by Rupa. So she told me I cannot talk. I don't know how to talk, so she's going to do the whole thing. Then finally they changed her mind or something. So I've got to thank Malar first. The entire idea of having this event, I was against it right from the beginning. But Rupa said, Malar talked Rupa, sowed a seed in her head, and look at the event. It's just fantastic. This happened on June 9th at the Karabas, one of the 25 dinners that were being planned. Unfortunately, we couldn't have all 25 dinners because I wasn't in the country for a long time in this past year. At least 6 or 7 of them had been promised, but we couldn't get to it. Would like to thank VK Durai and Suhasini. They meticulously sent out all the invitations. Absent for much of the time. Preeti and Smita, you were provided all the small nuggets of creativity and encouragement. You were so enthusiastic about the entire thing. I mean, Rupa herself is always jumping up and down, but with your added enthusiasm over there, she was on the trampoline. But for the small incident, or the major, or I should say the major incident of her dad, things would have been at a much higher level, I would think. Napinai, thanks to you for helping out every single day, especially the past week. There's so many people to thank over here, almost every one of you. Thanks to Akhila, Radha, Meera, Dhanamanti, Uma, for all the things that they've done in the last few weeks, which have been a very difficult time. I'd like to say thanks to Lakshmi Ramurthy. Rupa especially looks up to you as a great friend, and you've been a moral support to her all the time. There are a number of names that have been missed out over here. Lakshmi Nyanam family, Shanmunathan family have been very supportive in everything that we've done. Thanks to you. Satish and Karthi. Satish helped me a lot today in getting things organized over here. Milind Kalpalikar and Anu have done a great job for us. It's so dependable, I can't, I don't have words for it. And like someone said earlier, I don't know, Girish, I believe, he said earlier, it's always I give a task to somebody and I'm on their backs trying to get them to make sure that they're done. Saji, sorry for calling you so many times. With that,
Can you speak in Hindi for a second from Bombay?
No, I don't know Bombay Hindi. Malum nahi. I can speak Bombay Hindi only when I am in Bombay. So with that, I'd like to I'd just say thanks to everyone over here. People like Narayanan and Malar have helped us a lot, whenever I ask anything, he just steps forward, Narayanan just steps forward and says, yes, I'll do it for you. In fact, we didn't even have him on the program. He said, I want to be on the program. So and we really appreciate it. I don't want to hold you guys back anymore. We're already way behind. Our schedule, we were supposed to end at 8:30. I don't know what the time is now, but this is not characteristic of what I want to get done, but that's what has happened over here. Please enjoy your dinner, and please don't leave. Come back and please enjoy the dancing afterwards. I'd like to talk with each of you individually over the course of the night. Thanks. Dinner is in the room across over there. It's a buffet dinner. Just pick up your food. We're not going to call table numbers, please.